Quest speedrunning is coming soon. Opinion? I personally think Sepulchre is one of the greatest skilling updates in OSRS. What kind of skilling updates would you like to see? Thoughts on Jagex making Wintertodt type minigames? CoX is scuffed as fuck. Should they rework it? I'm not sure about that. I think Chambers of Xeric is amazing, except for scuffed crystals. I think the crystals, just Ulm in general, is a little wonky, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about Chambers. I think Chambers. Let me think of everything. I mean, Tecton can be annoying if you miss your hammers and shit. It can take a long time. Vanguards are the sickest room. Vespula's great.
Thieving sucks. I mean, they've improved it
Mystics,
drastically, but yeah.
the defense bonus of Mystics can be piss annoying when you hit zero every time. Thieving Room sucks. Ice Demon's kind of okay now. Yeah, the Thieving Room, they should change the Thieving Room. I think that is just trash. What's the other one? The Ice Demon's fine. The Rope's obviously fine. The Crystals are great. One of the best rooms is the Crystals, I think. Then the combat rooms. I think they're all fine. I'd say, if anything, maybe Tecton's defense is just annoying as hell. The Mystic's defense can be annoying as hell. Scuffed Crystals, I can understand. Yeah, I don't know too much of how you fix that, though. On that, I think everything's basically fine. I've not done Chambers in a while, though, so I think the update itself is brilliant, apart from those minor things that I just said. So I'd say change the Thieving Room, and that's about it. Quest speedrunning. I actually wanted this. I remember requesting it at some point a while ago, and I really wanted it because I like to speedrun quests. I realize now that if it came out, I'd have literally 0 rank 1s, except if I was the first person to beat Doric's quest, because you can't go any faster. But then even then, freaking Port Kazard or G Challenge them will find a way to save a game tick or something, so no record. But now that I've started the collection log, I don't really know if I have much interest in quest speedrunning now. I've managed to, with the collection log, I've just managed to rekindle myself my pure love for the game. I play RuneScape. There's no separate mode. It's not Iron Man. It's not Hardcore Iron Man. It's not quest speedruns. It's not Deadman mode. It's not leagues. It's RuneScape. And I've just rekindled it so completely. When the next league comes out, I don't even know if I'm going to play it, to be honest. I feel like the only reason I'd play it might be a business-related one to just get the viewers that's there. I think I'm enjoying the main game too much to actually potentially want to play it. However, I will wait for the concept because I didn't really get very far in the Shattered Relics, but I did enjoy the theory crafting I did throughout playing it. The thing with the actual things is I don't really ever have anything I'm interested in going for. I think with Shattered Relics, I think I wanted to get full Infinity, which I did, and then I wanted to go Tiki Grada with full Guthans, and then unfortunately I was ill, so I don't really know. I think for me as a person, I enjoy the main game so much now, and when I play hardcore, that I don't need these leagues to come out. I think the leagues are coming out basically to have people resub, and for people who are burnt from the game to come and play for 2 months. So when the league comes out, I think I will always play the first few days or weeks maybe of an update to see if I get into it, which is obviously also good because the viewer count's always way higher on the first day unless you're doing a big thing like Wooks when he did the Twisted League raids.
Yeah.
But preparing right now, I think I'm not going to play. But I think I say this about every league and every Deadman, and then when it comes closer, I get more interested in that stuff. So see how it goes. But I'm enjoying the collection log so much. As for the Sepulchre, the Sepulchre is a strange one for me. I've greened the log, so I've completed the whole thing. But the Sepulchre is one of those updates where I really, really think that plugins are basically mandatory now. So I like to play RuneScape without plugins. You know, I've played RuneScape my whole life. I've played before plugins was even anything considered to it, and I enjoy playing without them. I just like to see the screen for what it is, and I like to know the game rather than being like told the game or something. The Sepulchre is one of those where I told myself when I can finally beat floor 5 and loot that hallowed coffin, I will choose then if I want to use plugins. And it took me like 7 hours to get one run because I can't see shit in fixed screen. And those stupid floor 5 final moments, oh my God, it was so annoying. But then I turned the plugin on to dodge the actual arrows, and the Sepulchre is fantastic. I really wish Jagex would like kind of add an ability to just buy it with hallowed marks, like highlight arrows or something. Yeah. It gives people the play the game on vanilla the ability to turn a plugin on. And obviously, if you've got the plugin on RuneLite, you can just use it for free and not need to buy it. You know, I personally wouldn't mind like being able to buy something like that and use it instead, or I could just turn the plugin on, which is obviously what I decided to do. So the Sepulchre is one of the few places in the game where I prefer playing with a plugin actually turned on, to be honest. As for one of the greatest skilling updates in old school, I completely agree. I think the Sepulchre is fantastic. I think it's better than Apart from the sight issues, maybe I'm just blind, maybe I'm just garbage at the game, but I can't dodge fire, arrows, and shitty lightning and garbage. I could now. I could probably blitz for it now because I've done like 500. Well, I've done like 200 runs. But no, I think the Sepulchre is probably the best one. It's great for agility because it feels like true agility, in my opinion. The Guardians of the Rift is a close follow-up, but again, rune crafting, I already enjoy rune crafting. Agility's kind of, I consider agility borderline AFK skill. It's just so boring. It's a great one to watch movies and streams too, but again, it's slow. The Sepulchre, it has you completely locked in when you do it. That still being said, I don't know if I had to go for 99 agility on a new account. Would I do Sepulchre 92 to 99 or would I do Ardy? I'd probably do both. I think a bit of both. It'd be a nice break. But thoughts on my Jagex making Wintertodt type minigames? Oh, what kind of skilling updates would I like to see? I'm neutral on that. I'll wait and see what they create. After Guardians of the Rift, I have very high trust in them creating a good minigame. Whoever designed that, they did it well, and I think they'll design things very similar. And if there's anything bad, they'll patch it. Thoughts on Jagex making Wintertodt type minigames? I like the social aspect. I wasn't streaming and I'd just come off or just been able to play the game again. And I was talking a lot at Wintertodt. I like chatting to people in game. So I like those social aspects. One of my favorites was Twisted League as well. When everyone was fishing by the raid to get 15 agility, everyone was chatting to each other. I like that quite a bit, to be honest. So that's my thought there. It just depends on how much they change about the true skills, to be honest. I can't really think about it right now. I think the Guardians did not ruin runecrafting. I think the Sepulchre did not ruin agility. Wintertodt technically ruined firemaking, but firemaking's just burning logs anyway, so it's pretty dead regardless. Don't know if you've put the Zalcano in there or anything. I'm not too sure about that one, but I've never actually done that. But I like the social aspect to those mini games, but I'll wait and see. I have not high expectations, but high trust in Jagex after they've created Guardians of the Rift.
Same. The J mods are honestly so competent right now. We have such a great team. They understand.
They went through the whole phase of messing them on. Like, if you want an update that I think ruined the game, Zulrah initial release is, in my opinion, the point where everything started going downhill.
Yeah,
that thing's drop table was so disgusting.
Yep.
Other than that, obviously, there's still, whenever there's a system update, there's always, like, well, not always a rollback, but there's rollbacks here and there, and things can go wrong quite a lot, if not almost every update right now.
Yep.
But I think on a level of actual content created, they're nailing the drop tables recently, I think, and overall, I think, yeah, they're starting to get clued more in of what's good for the future of the game, because things like Zulrah and Vorkath, they're not viable in a way for the future of the game. So the fact that they're now catered around things like God Wars, like Cerberus drop table, obviously ages ago, on point, straight away they've released fantastic drop table.
Sire was great too. I love things like Sire and like Mithril Dragons, where you get a little piece and then that is the thing you turn in for the big boy drop, you know. Mithril Dragon grind was fucking awesome. I loved that. I love going for a Dragon Full Helm.
I did it back in 2014. Or probably even earlier, probably about 2014, and I got the Dragon Full Helm on Tudebone number, I don't know, I killed 5,000 Myth Dragons. It's not on my collection log. I did it so long ago, it's not counted on my collection log, so I've got to do it again.
But I'm quite excited. Cool grind. Yeah, it would be very nostalgic for you. You did that on your one-man army series, right?
Is that what it was? No, I did it on B0aty's because I just decided to kill 5k Myth Dragons because they were like, the Dragon Full Helm was like the rarest item in the game. Probably maybe rarer than Third Age. I'm not too sure actually. So I was like, right, I'm gonna kill 5,000 Mythical Dragons. I think I did it in like Carols and a Hasta as well, so it took a long time. But if I do it now, again, I can play more because I'm full time now, and I'd have a Lance and Bandos or whatever the hell the best gear is. Yep. I don't plan to use. I think Trident might be best, but I'm an Emilium, so. But I'm quite excited to do that then.
That new staff, they're coming out with a two-handed staff now from Raids 3. They're replacing the 2-tick wand with it, so that staff is just gonna dominate. But you would need to drink super anti-fires, I guess. But
if it deletes them from the game, then that'll probably be my go-to. But again, with RuneScape, I like melee more than any combat style when I can use it.
I agree with you. I love being up in front in the boss. I know we already kind of talked about it, but yeah, the whole Bofa, God Wars, every single God Wars dungeon boss now is ranged. Every single one, even Nex. Like, just everything's ranged, and it's like, damn, this is just boring. Like, I want to just stab something, you know?
Yeah, I think you could actually use melee on Nex. And again, when you say range, it goes back to what I said before. It's optional to use range. If you follow the efficient methods to kill everything, then yes, it's range. But you don't have to follow the efficient methods. You can just gear up in melee. Like my Zami grind, I'm going to do the whole thing with an arc light and probably Carol's. My Grotto grind, I'll use a scythe the whole time. Kriara is Xeric, crossbow, and chins. And then Zilyana is going to be Twisted Bow. And then Nex is, well, whatever the hell Nex actually is these days. But people can always choose. You don't have to do the efficient methods or learn them if you don't want to. You can go do what you want. They are still viable. They're just a bit less efficient technically.
True.